What's going on out there, everybody? I hope everybody is having a fantastic Monday. I want to welcome you to tonight's edition of Creators Juice. And it's been a minute since I've done a live, but I want to welcome you all to this edition of Creators Juice on tonight. Thank all of those who are joining and able to join. I see you, LaShonda Wilson. You say you pray you can catch this live. You are here now, my sister. You're here. But I understand you may have to drop off. But appreciate you being here. Again, I want to welcome you all for being here on tonight. Listen, if this is your first time here to Creative Juice, I want you to go ahead and like this video. You can share this video. Also, if you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, because this is where we do most of our lives and our videos on YouTube. So if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also, I guess I want to make sure that I'm being heard. I hope I'm being heard. I hope I'm being seen. But let me also turn my light on. I ain't got my light on. I want to make sure that you can hear me and see me. If you can hear me, you can hear me and you can see me. Go ahead and put a one and a two in the chat. You can hear me, you can see me. Put a one or a two in the chat. So I want to definitely make sure that I'm being heard. Because sometimes when we do these lives, as some of you may know, you may not know, it could be a challenge. You think you have everything all together, and before you know it, you don't went 15 minutes and nobody heard a thing you said. So, uh, but anyway, okay. Lawanza, my sister, she say I'm coming through. All right, wonderful. I'm glad you can hear me. I want to make sure I got everything set here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, wait. I'm using the wrong microphone. Let me turn to the right mic. You can probably hear me, but I don't know if you can hear me real good. Okay, that's the microphone I'm supposed to be using. So let me say it again. Can you hear me loud and clear now? Hopefully you can see me. Um, but anyway, so tonight I want to just kind of talk about Mr. Michael Flemings. Glad to have you here, sir. Oh, and you say you had 100 subscribers. That's awesome, sir. Glad to hear you are growing. Keep going, sir. Keep going. But glad to have you here on tonight, and you can hear me as well. All right. So on tonight, I don't want to bore your patience, but I want to just talk about why you should become a creator. Okay, and uh, and I know some may be thinking, what in the world does this have to do? Because if you saw my thumbnail, I had a picture of Trump and Harris on the thumbnail. Okay, so this is not going to be a political speech. I promise you that. But it has some, it does. Some of it references to them, as of course, one of them will be leaders of our country. This November. But there are references to that as to why I'm saying or why I use them in the graphic. So we'll get to that in a moment. But again, why you should be a creator, right? And so this is the conversation I just wanted to have on tonight. Some of this information actually is also coming from I hosted a webinar last Monday night. Some of the information is some of that information, not all of it, but it's just some points of the information conversation that was brought up. But just want to talk about why you should be a creator, and just want to kind of hammer home what that is, what that means, and why actually you probably don't even realize it, but you are a creator. Probably don't realize it, but you're a creator. But all right, so let's get into this on tonight. So, and when I say creator, right, I'm not saying, just somebody, because I know a lot of people think, well, oh, a creator, it's somebody that's just making a bunch of videos, or they're creating a bunch of, social media posts, right? And that is true. That is true. But when I'm talking about a creator, right? I'm not just talking about somebody that does that, right? I'm talking about, you know, something that you specifically do, right? Your specialty. What is it that you do? You know, what is your unique gift that you have? Because whether you realize or not, all of us are gifted, right? All of us are gifted. All of us have gifts, and truth be told, some of us are sitting on our gifts, and we could be using those gifts actually to serve or to help others, or even turn it into a business. And that's kind of where I'm honing in on tonight, right? To kind of specifically talk about that. And that's where this just kind of like I said, this conversation just to kind of get some motors turning, right? Some juices flowing, and some ideas to run through your mind, because maybe this is something you've never thought about. But I do want you to think about it, because it is something that that could be it could be lucrative, right, for you, and it could be something good. So that's kind of what I want to uh, talk about, right? So, you know, and when we talk about being a creator, right? And I want to share this on the screen. Actually, I'm going to show you a video here in just a moment. When we talk about a creator, right? So you got different people that are creators. But what's your specialty, right? So we got a baker on the screen, we got a lawyer on the screen, we got a mechanic, we got a realtor, we got a podcaster. Okay, so all of these people have unique gifts, skills, talents, right? Um, and again, going back to the reference of my thumbnail, right? Of Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, right? Again, one of them are going to be the leader, right, of the country. But regardless to who's the leader, okay, regardless of who's the leader, of course, we have to understand we already know who's on the throne. But at the same time, considering, we are dealing with such a tough economy, prices are crazy, right? There are lots of layoffs, ding, 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 right? Lots of layoffs. And who knows when this will turn around? We don't know. Don't know when this will turn around. But the reason why I want you to be thinking about your gift, your unique skills, and talents that you have is because you can use that to make some supplemental income. Again, when we're talking about creator, again, I don't want you to just be thinking about somebody that's just sitting and creating a bunch of videos, dancing videos, all that kind of stuff. All of that's good, right? But uh, when we're talking about a creator, I want you to be thinking about it as from a business standpoint. Okay. I want you to think about it from a business standpoint, right? Because again, some of the talents and gifts that we have, some of them that we can use these talents to maybe make some supplemental income. Because again, like I said, in regards to the economy, who knows what's going to happen, right? Prices, I'm hoping they get better. But if they don't, right? What can you do to supplement some income? What can you do? I'm thinking about Moses, right? And God, right? And how, when God was challenging him to, hey, you're going to be the leader. I need you to be the one to go talk to Pharaoh to tell him to let the people go. And Moses started coming up with all these excuses. I can't do this. I can't speak well, and all these type of things. And God just had to let him know, look, who made man's mouth? Okay. And then, even telling them, what is that in your hand? And that's what I want to subject to you. What is it in your hands? What is it? What skills do you have in your hands that you can use? Because again, you can't tell me that God has not given us all some type of unique gifts and traits for us to be able to use. And again, like I said, um, I'm just talking about from a standpoint of just trying to maybe uh, help yourself, right? To where you're not caught in a position where, financially, you're off guard, right? So, and as I say this, I'm talking to myself, okay? Because we are in control of our own destiny. Now, I'm not saying God is not the one that leads us, but what I'm saying is the actions that we're making today is what's going to affect us tomorrow, basically, is what I'm saying. So, But if you got gifts in your hands that you can use, I showed the slide with the baker and all that kind of stuff. You can uh, you could probably make some side income just to help yourself. And even the preacher last night, Bishop Lee, we were at church last night. He talked about it, talking about the small beginnings, right? And things start out small, but who knows where they can go? And that's what we have to look toward and focus on. All right. So we got to focus on that. Appreciate you being here, Mr. Raphael Roque, 24-hour boss for president. Wow, man, I tell you what, I think I could do probably a better job than some of these candidates. I'll say that. But that is not a job that I want. I'll say that too. That is not a job that I want. But I appreciate you putting my boat in your hat in the hat for me to be president. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you for being here as well. All right. So, but let me. I want to share this video with you all. Okay. I want to share this video, and this is a young lady that I've interviewed. I've had her on actually twice. No, I've had her on twice on my podcast. I've had her on twice, and this is Tammy Sheen. She's an attorney, right? She's an attorney today, right? She's an attorney today. But in this portion of the video I want to share, she talks about her coming from a point of failure. Okay. She's an attorney, but she's not making attorney money. Okay. Uh, she's not getting the clients, right? But I want you to listen at this portion of video and how she uh turned things around for herself. Okay. And how, basically, she's an attorney, but guess what? She's a creator, right? But she goes live occasionally. But that's how she started out. But I want to just share this portion of video with you. And please let me know if you cannot hear this video. I'm hoping you can, but when I play this, I want to make sure you can hear it. So let me just play this portion of video. And if you can't hear it, please jump in the chat and let me know you cannot hear it.
And so I'm working with these individuals. I'm learning more about business, and one of them in particular is like a big sister to me, and she's doing a bit of.
Also, by the way, I sped it up somewhat, so she's going a little fast as she speaks. But please let me know, and if you can't hear it, I guess let me know if you can hear it as well. So uh, let me back it up. Okay.
She's getting into videos. She's recording things. I remember the day she came and she approached me, and so now I'm pivoting from a failure to how this like ties into my YouTube story. She reaches out to me and she's like, I'm going to do this video and I want you to be the person to interview me. And I'm like, I have no desire to do that. No. And she's like, she's a big sister. So you know how your big sisters or big brothers can be like, you're going to do this. She basically bullied me in a loving way to do this video with her. And so I was like, fine. I did it with her. We got really good feedback. And so I think we did it 2 or 3 times. And at the same time, my practice was suffering. And I was like, I need people to know who I am and I need people to know what I do. And so I got to the point where I was like, okay, you say you want this firm, you say you want this practice to grow. Are you willing to do what it's going to take? And one of the things that I needed to do was I needed to figure out ways to put myself out there. I had been doing a little bit of video with her. I knew that there was no other attorney that was really doing video like that. I saw that there was a space. I was like, this would be an easy, cost-effective way for me to put myself out there. Let me start. So I remember it was the day after my birthday. I got on Facebook Live. I used my cell phone, no fancy equipment. And I got on Facebook and I started talking about something that I created for entrepreneurs. And a lot of people like, oh, I see you. People were excited. There was a lot of energy and attention after that. And I was like, okay, this might be a good thing. And so I tried it again a couple weeks later. And that turned into Ask Tammy Live, where I decided every week I would show up live on Facebook and just share information. I would take relevant stories. So it started to, and this is how all these weird threads start coming together, right? So the educator in me is very used to like teaching concepts. So I start thinking about ways I could teach legal concepts to entrepreneurs, right? Using my background. So I start taking current events and start telling stories about that to people. And that becomes Ask Tammy Live. And eventually Ask Tammy Live morphs into, I'm like, I don't really want to do this live anymore, but I still want to help people. How can I start doing this on YouTube? So I started by taking my old Ask Tammy Live videos and editing them into shorter videos and posting that on YouTube. And I started getting traction there. And then I started pre-recording. So that's been my like little transition, but it started from a place of like real failure. Like I'm an attorney, not making attorney money, not getting clients, and trying to figure out how to get that done. Work with and connect.
All right. So again, that was Tammy Sheen Body. So she talks about how she came from a place of failure where she's an attorney, not making attorney money, don't have no clients, but she decided, after her friend, of course, encouraged her to help her with the video, she decided to just start going live on on YouTube, Facebook. She just started going live on YouTube, right? And started talking about different things in regards to being an attorney. So now today, like I said, she comes from this point of failure, right? But today she's an author, she's a speaker. Of course, she's still she's a business attorney. She helps her clients with all their business needs. But look at how she transitions or pivots, right? Again, she's an attorney, but at the same time, she's a creator, and that's what I guess I'm trying to hammer home, that regardless to what it is that we do, regardless to our talents, right? Whether you realize it or not, you are in some aspects a creator, right? You are a creator. And so why not just use your talents? Why not use those talents to hone in on, use your skills and hone in on something where you could serve others. And again, like we heard even from last night, your hobby can turn into a lucrative business, right? It can turn into a lucrative business. And so again, let me show on the screen here, right? So again, those are just examples of specialties, right? So we got all of those on the screen, right? The attorney and all of that. And some might be trying to wonder, well, how do you pivot? How do you transition? Of course, everything is not going to just, you're not just going to be successful overnight. And of course, I know these are probably the two questions or the two problems that when you start presenting these type of things that people may have is like, one is like, how long is this going to take, right, for me to transition or change or to become this person. Well, I mean, how much time do you have, right? Like to say, right, 1 year is going to come regardless to if we do nothing or we do something. 1 year is going to come and go, so why not use that year to do something with it, uh right? And so things do take time. Like I said, I'm not sitting here telling you that, yeah, you're going to be this awesome creator and you're just going to be successful and rich overnight. No, it doesn't happen like that. It's not reality. Things do take time. Yeah, it may start out small in the beginning, but working it morph too. Again, like I said, with her, Tammy, she's an attorney, but at the same time she used that as a way of uh gaining clients. Not only that, she built herself, showed that her herself as a authoritative figure, right, in her niche, right, as an attorney. uh and I get it too, that everybody is not comfortable in front of the camera, right? This was a conversation that we had in the webinar as well, that everybody's not comfortable with being on camera and all these type of things. I get that too, but people looking at you every day. Some of us probably do Zoom calls every day, so somebody's looking at you on camera, whether you realize it or not. You do FaceTimes with your family, with your friends, and all that type of stuff, and you do just fine in front of the camera on your FaceTime. I get it. It's not the audience though. It's not the audience. But normally when you in front of a camera, it's just that camera. And I was telling somebody this before. It's just that camera and you in the room. Nobody else is in the room. So, we got to get over some of our fears, right? And of course, I'm not here to talk about that. But again, this conversation is just to kind of get some motors turning, maybe drop some ideas and some minds, and just to kind of cultivate some minds on this topic. Okay, so being a creator, right? Again, all of us have gifts and talents. So another topic that came up in regards to being a creator. I'll share this on the screen. Everybody, this came up in a webinar that we were in, that I hosted on Monday night. Everyone needs a YouTube channel. I just talked about video a while ago, and I know some of us not comfortable with video, but video is one of the best ways for you to be seen, for you to get recognized, get noticed. And if you do have a talent, if you do have a gift, you do have a business, uh, why not use YouTube and social media, right? They're all free at the moment, right? And they're all free. Why not use those to promote what you do? But no, when we were in the webinar, This was actually Charlton Lewis, who the founder and creator of Just Teach Ministries. He brought this up, and I thought that was a relevant point that everyone needs a YouTube channel. I of course, even for me, I didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't think I needed one. When I started doing the podcast, I was just doing audio, because I wanted to be off camera, behind the scenes, just doing kind of like the radio style where people just listen in, which it's cool. That's okay, and that's okay to do. And but then again, I found that video is one of the best things to do. I mean, it's one of the things that has people captivated even on social media, right? The shorts, some of them are a minute or less, and those are one of the things that has people's attention. But you'd be surprised what you could do in 30 minutes, in 30 seconds. My wife, I bring her up. We did she's a realtor, of course. Some of you that know her, she's a realtor, but um, she wanted to do a video of some property or land that she's selling for a client, and so we did a video, which turned out to be she did an amazing job, of course, and I tell her that she did a great job. Of course, there's others that tell her she did an amazing job, but we shot and recorded the video probably in less than 30 minutes, right? Of course, it has to be edited and all that type of things, but the whole video, I think, is less than a minute, or around a little bit, around a minute long. But you'll be surprised at what you can create in 30 seconds, even 15 seconds, but a whole minute, right? And of course, like for her, she kind of wrote out some of the things that she wanted to talk about. And of course, I helped her and all those type of things to get the video together. But at the same time, I'm just saying this can be done. You can do this, right? And you can have a YouTube channel, and there's nothing wrong with that. And like I said, I'm not talking about just get a YouTube channel and just throw up a bunch of videos. Again, I'm talking from the standpoint of we're going to take this hobby that and these gifts that you have with these hands, right? Whatever that talent is, we're going to take this hobby and we're going to upscale this, right? So the idea is to start it, right? Start it, but you got to be thinking, how can I upscale it? How can I turn it into a business? How can I use it to help others? Not only that, but uh, if it can become lucrative for me, right? Not to be greedy, but at the same time, all businesses, they're not open for free, right? They're obviously providing some type of product, service, you name it, and you pay, and they render service, you pay for that. So why not let that be you? Okay. But again, everybody needs a YouTube channel. You don't have one, you need one. Okay. So you need one to go ahead and you can start building your chops. You can start practicing, right? And it takes some time to build it up. I'm not saying you're going to be an overnight success, but at the same time, people need to be able to find you. Okay. There's more to selling than just throwing your products in people's faces. Okay, people need to know sometimes your story. All right, people need to know where you come from. Right, people need to understand and know that even if you do have a successful business, they need to know that, hey, you know what, you come from a place of failure. Right, maybe it didn't work out for you the first time. Well, sometimes sharing that, right? These are things you can share. Give you some ideas. Share on your YouTube channel, right? These things you can share. Sometimes sharing those things that resonates with people, right? That resonates with people, and they say, "Man, that sounds like my story," and they see you as 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 being successful, or you decided to take your gift or your talent that you have, and you decided to turn it into a business, or and it turned out to be successful for you. Well, now you got some leverage. Now you got something you can help others with, right? But you gotta consider starting it. So again, going back to the start of our conversation, we're talking about using your gifts and talents, right? A creator is all of us, right? I go to YouTube, and sometimes I'm working on the car and I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I do this? I go to YouTube, and there's somebody they may not be a certified mechanic, but they done put all these ideas out here on YouTube, all these mechanic tips on how to change this, how to fix this. I go to YouTube and I'm able to find it because this person put it out there. And then you look at this person's channel and this person got thousands of followers. And they may have started some, it takes time. It could be maybe 5 years ago, but they build it up. So what I'm telling you is that, we can't just sit back and just expect change if we don't try to jump in that vein and make change, right? So we got to really not sit on our gifts, okay? Not sit on our gifts. You know, everybody, like I started out talking about, everybody's talking about the economy. Well, we can stop talking about the economy because it's here, and like I said, we don't know when it's going to change. Of course, God is our ultimate source. That's my ultimate source. God is my ultimate source. But at the same time, God has given us all gifts, and we need to use those gifts. Figure out a way to leverage those gifts, and like I said, who knows? You can turn it into something that can help you and your family. Okay, it can do that. All right. So moving right along. Let me get my slide up here. All right. So why become a creator? Okay. So I've given you some ideas, right? Why become a creator, right? And like I said, we talked about this in the webinar that I had on Monday. And the only one that I'm going to actually bring up is is this, right? Is that you can make some supplemental income. Like I said, things don't start out. They don't start out. You don't start out just going viral, right? You don't start out like that. But at the same time, uh, like the preacher said last night, we can't despise those small beginnings. Okay, can't despise those small beginnings, right? So again, you can look at what is it that you do, what is your specialty, and that's guess what a homework assignment or a place for you to start. What is it that you do? I don't know. Do you bake? Are you a coach? Right? All the tips and the things that you do as a coach, whatever type of coach you are, do you realize that you can put those in a book, right? Maybe it's 10 points that you want people to know, or 10 10 issues that are common that people deal with. Well, you can put those 10 issues in a book, publish that book for people to purchase and read, right? These are 10 ideas, right? You want to post it on social media, but do you know you can put those 10 ideas in a book? Okay. So whatever it is that you do, right? You can turn these things around, right? But again, and the only reason I'm bringing up monetizing and being a creator to uh to reciprocate your services that you render, right? You should be paid. Okay. And I'm not saying to be greedy. That's not why I post this, but I post this because your services, whatever it is that you do, they are important. But not only that, why not use that to uh to make money, right? And you can do that. So there's ways you can monetize yourself. Of course, YouTube. If you meet the requirements of YouTube, get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch overs. YouTube, you can monetize your site. But even at that, it may not be substantial enough for you to walk away from your job. But the thing is that you got to keep going. Okay. But I have some different ways here on the screen that I want to share of how you can monetize uh, you being a creator and whatever that is that you do. Okay. I have some things here that I want to share on the screen. All right. And again, I'm not talking about, of course, in this conversation, how you would do it, but I'm just throwing these ideas out there, right? Again, this conversation just to get the juices flowing and your motors turning. And hopefully after this conversation, you are thinking to yourself, man, what can I do? What can I do? What gifts do I have? Hopefully you're thinking about that. What gifts do I have, right? To that I can use. Maybe I can make some supplemental income, and maybe this can turn into something that I really want to do because a lot of us, we may be on jobs that it's a job, but it may not be what you really want to do. There are things that you do, gifted to do, that you're passionate about, and that if you could really do that, that may be what you really want to do. And so that's what I'm saying. Whatever that gift is, you can use that to maybe make some supplemental income. So how would you monetize that, right? So here are different ways, right? So I got affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, okay. So you could do some affiliate marketing. And again, like I said, I'm not going into the details of what that is, but affiliate marketing basically is a link that you would share, right? Maybe on your YouTube channel, YouTube page. And I'll say this, I'll share this, right? So I've done affiliate marketing. I put affiliate marketing links, right? There are some I'll share with you. There's some microphones that I've used to record with. Actually, we recorded with it when I was talking about my wife's video. Same microphones. I use these microphones to record the audio, right? For the video. Well, these microphones, uh, when I purchased them, the company that I use, they say, hey, if you basically share that you use these mics, you can use this link and you can make some income from you can make some, get some monetary value by sharing this link, and we'll pay you if somebody purchases from the link that you share. So I said, okay, I'll take you up on that. Right. So I share the link when I do a video. I share the link, and I want to say close to the end of the year. Right now, my YouTube channel, I'm not at the monetized level. Right. I'm not at the 1,000 subscribers and all that. But close to the end of the year, I want to say that I made over $100. Right. And I would say within like 3 months, I made like over $100 by just sharing the links to that microphone, and people saw the video that I use. Right. Saw the video that I use, and I made over $100. Right. From that video. And so just imagine if you could get 1,000 people to see your video, and maybe half of those people purchase uh, that microphone, right? Or use that product. They use your link and they purchase that product. Well, what if a third of the people, even a fourth of the people used it? That is that is just money, that you can make, right? And we talk about, and you look at my channel, and that's part of it, right? The 24-hour boss, right? We talking about money that you can make in your sleep, right? That's the idea, right? Money that you can use, right? Money that it's just links just sitting out there, but you got money just going to you. Okay. So affiliate links is a way that you can monetize yourself when you decide to be this creator, whatever that gift is, right? You can sell digital products. I talk about it, maybe ebooks, right? Ebooks, maybe online courses. You can present those. And I understand that things take time to learn and to do and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, you got to look at ways you can do this, right? Or figure out a way, right? And again, I talked about meeting, social media platforms, right? YouTube, even Facebook. All of them have different requirements of how you can monetize, their standards. So it just depends on what it is, but at the same time, it's there. You could be a consultant, like I said. I don't know if you're a coach, whatever that is that you do. You can use your coaching, your leadership, right, to help others, right, as a consultant. Again, if you do consult people, if you do help people, uh, I get it. Sometimes you may want to. Some things you do off free, but at the same time, there are ways that, hey, if you're a coach, people should be paying you for your services. If you hire an attorney, guess what? You're not going to get that attorney. Now, some attorneys do pro bono services. I understand that, but at the same time, it depends on what it is. You're gonna have to pay that attorney, right? They're like a coach. They're a legal coach to help you through whatever the legal issues that you're dealing with. Okay, but you have to pay for the service. So, but whatever it is that you do, if you're a coach, why not use that coaching to make some supplemental income as a coach? Again, you can put your coaching tips in a book, publish your book. Okay, you can do that. Of course, you can collaborate with different brands. There are some brands out there. If your channel gets big enough, there's some brands out there that they want, they'll pay you for just sharing that you use their brand, right? And there's some that'll do it. You don't have to have a huge channel, but they'll still pay you for sharing their services or their product, whatever it is that it is that you use of theirs. They will pay you, based off of whoever decides to use the link or whatever it is that you share. So you can collaborate with different brands, and like I said, I also have on there you can write a book. All right. So those are just different ways that you can make some supplemental income. And again, like I said, I'm not diving into those topics specifically, but this conversation is just to kind of get the juices flowing and your motor turning, and hopefully giving you maybe an idea or something to start with. What can I do? What gifts do I have in my hand that I can use maybe I can turn this around to make some supplemental income. I've seen people, and I've saw it on Facebook. I haven't seen it in a while, but and I've heard this statement. It's a true statement. But whatever it is that people don't want to do, they'll pay somebody to do it. Okay, they'll pay somebody else to do it. There are people that they don't have time, possibly, to walk their dog. Okay, they don't have time. Maybe their schedule, whatever it is, they don't have time. So people have figured it out. So there are people that will offer dog service. Actually, we know a lady that does it. A real nice young lady, but she watches and walks people dogs as a service, and she makes good money behind it. Now, maybe that's not you. Maybe you're not a pet person, but I'm just saying that look at how she's using her talents. And I don't even think this is her full time job. This is just something that she's doing. But just think if this takes off, what if it takes off where she's got so many clients now? It's like, she can she's just got so much business coming, right? And that's the key, that's the point, and where we're trying to get to, right? But we got to start it. But again, people don't have time to walk the dog, so guess what? I pay this person here. They're offering a service to go walk my dog for me. So you got to look at what can you do? What is it that you can do? Again, we can't just sit on our hands and sit on our talents. We are talented people. We're gifted people. God has given us all unique talents and gifts. So we need to use those talents and those gifts. And again, that's the whole premise and the whole point of me having this conversation on tonight. And We're about to wrap up here, actually. But again, hey, if you're watching and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. 24-hour boss. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. But again, my videos that I do live and that I share, most of those, they're on YouTube. So if you're not a subscriber to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, family, whoever else, share it with them. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I think I have just a few other things of note that I want to share with you all. Okay, so these are some upcoming courses that I am having. Actually, this is on the 28th, but this is an intro to drop shipping. You know, this is an intro to drop shipping. And this course, of course, it could be a lot more expensive than what it is. I realize that, but at the same time, I want to try to help as many people as I can. But this is the intro to dropshipping. So, what can you do with dropshipping, right? So, you can, let's say you want to start selling merchandise, maybe T-shirts, hats, mugs, right? You already got a YouTube channel, and you want to maybe get support for your branding. You want to get support for your branding, and you want to start making maybe some of your followers, subscribers. You just want to put it out there that hey, you can support my channel by purchasing one of our mugs, right, or one of our T-shirts. Well, this is in this course. This is what we're going to talk about: how you can start doing that, right? And this is just an intro course. This is just an intro. So, so if you don't know anything about that, or if that's something that you want to do, I encourage you to sign up for that course. Uh, Actually, I need to see if I can put that. I'm gonna put the link, or I'll put the link of that course in the details of this video. I will do that. Actually, I'll try to put it in this chat here as well. Um, while that's coming up, but that is coming up on the 28th. That's going to be at 7 p.m. So if that's something that you want to do, you want to sign up, you can send me a message. You can shoot me a message, and we'll get you signed up. But it's $40, right? So I got an early bird special. I believe it's still going on. Well, it is still going on, but it's just it's $40. Okay, that's the early bird special. So you can sign up for it, and we'll have that course on the 28th. So if that's something you want to do, reach out to me. Let me know. But like I said, again, I'm going to put the details of this in in the chat of this video. And let me see if I can't get this up here. I'll share that here. Okay, let me just throw this in the chat. Again, I want to thank all of you who are watching, who are listening. Like I said, I hope this has been helpful and enlightening to those who are watching. Appreciate you joining. And so there it is. But again, like I said, I'm going to put the details of it in this video. But if you know anybody that's interested, also too, you can share this with them. Just tell them that, hey, 24-hour boss is going to be having a course on the 28th about e-commerce and drop shipping. So very informative. Should be a great course. If you don't understand or know anything about it, but again, like I said, if you want to try to figure out how to sell merchandise, products, things like that, this is definitely a course for you. And also, I want to share that there's some future courses that I have coming up, and this is one that we talked about in our previous webinar that we had. There was some in the class that one of their struggles, and of course, this was one of my struggles, and whether people realize it or not, I still get nervous being on camera. All right, so but at the same time, there are some that this was one of their struggles where they felt that man, being on camera is just one of the things that I'm trying to uh, figure out or get over, or that's one of my struggles. So we're gonna have a class on that, right? We're gonna have a class on that, being confident. And of course, I don't know if that'll be the exact name, but anyway, being confident on video, right? That's a feature course that's coming up. Also, this is one that one of the students, one of the people in the class, she wanted to know how to publish a book on KDP because I've done that, right? And that's Amazon. If you don't know, KDP is Amazon. But I have a journal actually out there on Amazon. But that's a course. She stated that she wanted to know how to do that, and she would like to have that course. So that is something that's coming up as well. And as well, also I'm going to talk about some email marketing. I don't have it here, but also even affiliate marketing. If those are things that you are interested in, you can put a after this video, you can comment down below in the video that you're interested in. I'll be sure to reach out, or you can also reach out to me as well. Let me put my email. Put my email. Oops. Okay, I mistyped that. I did a typo. There we go. So you can reach out to me and send an email or whatever if you're interested, and we'll be sure that you get signed up for the course. Also, I'll keep you in the know. Also, if you do want to, another way you can get signed up is you can join our email list if that's something that you are interested in. And let me just get the link to that. You can join our email subscribers list, and this will also help you to be in the know so you don't miss anything. And I'll put that in the chat as well. Put that in the details as well. I'll put that in details of this video as well. And I believe that is, yeah, that's my last slide. So again, I want to thank all of you that were able to join on this conversation on tonight. I appreciate you so much for being here and joining me on tonight. And thanks again. And we definitely, for those of you, who have businesses and all of that type of stuff, like the minister said last night, decree and declare, the blessings and success for your business and over your life. God, of course, is in control of our lives, and we look to Him for all of our sources through the good and the bad times, right? We look for Him. So I wish you all much success. Thank you again for tuning in on tonight. And hey, we'll see you all in the next video. God bless you and have a wonderful week.